about them all the time. Hit and run accident. Talk about frustrating. So are you covered if somebody hits you and then just takes off? In this week's Know the Law segment, Tom Sinas here to talk about what you need to know to protect yourself. We hear about this on the scanner all the time. Somebody gets hit and the person just drives off.
It's true, and the statistics of hit and runs are going up and up. And I think part of that is that people are doing things in their car that they do not want to get caught doing. Maybe they were texting, maybe they were drinking, and so they think, you know, I've caused an accident and I got to get out of here. I used to be a prosecutor for the first part of my career, and we used to have this saying that you've heard on TV, which is that the cover-up is always worse than the crime. Same is true for hit and runs. It is a crime to flee the scene of a collision.
Serious crime.
And it can be a serious crime. If you cause a collision and someone is killed and you flee the scene, the fleeing itself can be a felony. And of course, if you cause an accident, you don't really know what happened to the person who's in the car.
I'm guessing a lot of the people don't have their insurance. Maybe they've let their license lag, you know, and lapse, and they're driving without a lot of things.
That's probably true. Again, it's still a worse crime to flee the scene more often than not than it is for whatever it is you're trying to get away from.
Right. So you can't stop them. How can you protect yourself?
Okay, the first thing you have to do, you got to buy uninsured motorist coverage. Uninsured motorist coverage and underinsured motorist coverage. But hit and runs are governed by uninsured motorists. Why? Well, because if you are the victim of a hit and run, you don't know who hit you by definition. So that means that that driver that struck you is an uninsured motorist. Well, what if you're seriously hurt and you are hurt beyond what your no-fault benefits can pay you for? Well, the only coverage you're going to have is your own uninsured motorist coverage, because you can't go to the hit and run driver's insurance company because you don't know who that driver is, right? So you got to buy hit and run insurance. Now, the other thing you have to do if you're in a hit and run accident and you're a victim, you have to call the police. Okay, it seems like a common sense thing to do, but even just from an insurance standpoint, most likely if you have uninsured motorist coverage, there's a clause in the contract that says that you need to notify the police within a certain number of hours. My advice is notify them right away. Get a police report. Because the other thing you need to establish through the police or through your own investigation is that there was an accident.
What about using your cell phone, your camera, talking to witnesses?
Great idea. Get out of the car, take people's photos if they'll let you, talk to witnesses, use your voice memo feature, whatever you can do to establish the fact that you're going to want to prove later, which is that I was struck by another driver. Because your insurance company may say, well, you have to prove it to me. And how is it that you're going to prove it to me? Because in order to claim uninsured motorist benefits, you have to prove that you were hit by an uninsured motorist. And in the case of a hit and run, that would be the hit and run driver that you don't know about. So you can do your own investigation, but don't just do your own investigation. Be sure to call the police as well.
Good advice. And if somebody wants to get more advice, legal advice about something that's happened to them, they can call your office.
Anytime. Grand Rapids, 616-301-3333, on the web at sinasdramis.com, or send us an email at info@sinasdramis.com.
Tom, thanks for coming in.
Thanks, Christian.